Good morning. It is April 16th. It's quite a gloomy morning, but I wanted to show an update in the garden. This is the blueberry I transplanted, and it looks like moving it into the 25-gallon bag didn't do too much harm. It's got a bunch of soon-to-be blueberries, I hope, coming in there. The smaller clippings I planted did turn red. I'm gonna see if I can acidify these and get them to perk up, because I put them all together for cross-pollination. Moving over to my red, white, and blue potato bags. These are doing phenomenally. They got a slow start because I planted them March 1st, which is super early to be planting potatoes in my zone 6B, 7A. But I have quite a few sprouts coming up in all the bags. I believe this is the blue potato bag. This is the golden potato bag. And then this is the red. Everything is looking really healthy, and it seems like putting those really tall sprouts in the cold just allowed them to overwinter. It didn't affect them too much, and it could be the size of the bag that contributed to that. I don't know if I would have tried that if I had a smaller bag. I have all these sunflowers coming up, and I believe I put my compost on the top of this, and that's what caused the sprouting. I'm thinning them down. If you believe it or not, I had way more than what's here. But I'm taking out the smaller ones, and I'm going to determine how many of the big ones I want to leave. Because last year, my winter sown ones, which came up in my compost pile, they were the tallest and the best looking sunflowers I ever had. So over here in the horseradish bucket, I've got some extensions. It sprouted out on the edges, looking very green, looking really good. I hope I get a decent harvest, because I did overwinter this as well, instead of just trying to plant it late spring. So this has been in the ground since October-ish. The strawberry beds seem to bloom overnight. I have so much greenery now in just this 1 week. I wish I had some pictures of what it looked like earlier in the week, but this is all the growth in probably 7 days. I do have some buds, like this one here, where the center is black, and that's the frost burn that strawberries can get, but not nearly as many. Like this one right here is fine. So I have way more this early spring, or mid-spring, I guess. I have way more that have the full fruit center than the blacked out frost burn center than I did this time last year. So I expect to have a much better harvest this season. So the lettuce in here is doing beautifully. It'll almost be time for a harvest. Ooh, I don't know if this is alive or dead. I'll leave it alone. Definitely harvest time for some of these. Let's see if I can go all the way back. They're looking really good. So I have to say, using a frost cover to cut back on the pests that tend to attack lettuce has worked out well for me for a second year in a row. Some newcomers to the garden. I have zinnia that I planted indoors and just transplanted. Hey, get out of there. The zinnia are perking up. I just brought them outside. They have been getting acclimated to the weather on the front porch, and they finally finished the acclimation process, so they're now outside. I've got this pot, and I've got this pot over here. So they've got a new home. This one has a home under the current peach tree. We'll have to see how much shade ends up coming over here because of the tree not being in full bloom just yet. So we'll see what happens if it shades it out too much and I have to move it. I'm unsure if this blueberry plant is just a late bloomer or if it's gonna need to be replaced in comparison to its friends. Everybody has some greenery. This one even has some emerging fruit as well. I'm gonna have a whole lot more blueberries and sooner than I did last year. I'm so excited for this. And that completes my mini mid-April garden tour. I hope you enjoyed the content, and if you do, please like and subscribe. And as always, thank you so much for watching.